All right, guys, so today to finish our 3D hot chocolate sculptures, oh, I bumped my whole table. I am going to need a few things. I am going to need my drawing that I created last week. That should be a half piece of paper. I need a whole piece of paper, something to color with. It can be crayons, colored pencils, paint even if you have it and you're allowed to use it. A marker. It can be a permanent marker, a regular marker, it can be black, blue, any color, but you'll want a marker because it's going to have to draw on top of some other stuff. And then you need something to attach your mug to your paper with. It can be glue, a glue stick, or tape. It is up to you. Any will work, but you will need something to attach this paper to your other paper with. So the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to take my marker, I'm going to take my piece of paper, and I am going to draw a line right across the middle of my paper. And this line tells me that this is the table that my hot chocolate mug is going to be sitting on, and this is the background, so what's going on behind it. So I'm going to do that first. Then I am going to draw an oval on my table. And this is going to be the little saucer that our cup is sitting on, or like a coaster that our cup is sitting on. And then from here, I'm going to go in and I'm going to draw any details I want in the background. So this is my table. And then this is like the wall that's behind it. So you could draw a wall, you could do wallpaper and make it a color and pattern on it. I'm going to draw it like there's a window behind my cup of hot chocolate. So I'm going to draw kind of almost like the bottom part of a square coming off the top of my paper. And then I'm going to do that again. And then I'm going to draw the window pane. So I'm going to do one line right down the middle, and I'm going to do a line across right there, like that's my window. And then I'm going to draw what I would see through that window. So for me, I am going to draw some snowflakes, because in my perfect world, it would be snowing just all the time. I love snow. So I'm going to take a blue crayon, and I'm going to leave the rest white out there, but I'm going to draw some snowflakes through my window coming down. And then I'm going to draw some little ones, like some little dotted snowflakes, like they're further away. But I'm going to draw it like it's snowing outside. Good. So once I have done that, then you can go through, and I'm going to put my marker away now, and you can draw and color in your stuff any other way you want. So if you want to color in your table, you want to color in your coaster, you want to color the wall color in, however you want to color this in. All right, so now that I have drawn my background, it is time to take my hot cocoa mug that I made last week and attach it so it looks like it is sitting on my table. So I'm going to take my background and I'm just going to set it off to the side for right now. And then I'm going to take my paper here. So the first thing I want to do to get this paper ready to attach is I'm actually going to flip it over. So I'm looking at the back, and you can see mine kind of soaked through. And I drew some things that I ended up not liking on the back. And I am going to take the edge here, and I'm going to fold my edge in. So now I kind of have this little flap here. You can see how it looks when it's sticking down. And I'm going to do the same thing on this side. So I'm going to take it, I'm going to pick up my corners, bring it in, and I'm going to fold that down. So now I have these two little flaps that stick out here. So now I can flip it over, and what I'm going to do is using these two little flaps, I'm going to curve it just like this, and I'm going to use those two flaps to glue it onto my paper. So now I can take my glue, if you're using tape or a glue stick, you'll put it in the same place. I'm going to add a couple dots of glue. I just added 3 little dots of glue on here to one edge. I'm not putting it on the other one yet. I'm going to get my background here. I want my cup to look like it's sitting right here on the coaster. So I'm going to take this edge of it and I am going to press and hold. So I took that little tab right there, the part where I folded it over, and I am just pressing and holding till my glue sticks, and then I've glued down one side. So now that part's attached, and now I'm going to put a couple dots of glue right on this edge. I'm going to fold it over and I'm going to glue it down so it pops up just like that. So you can kind of see now it looks like I can stick my hand inside that little mug I have there. So I'm going to take my next part. I'm going to do about 3 dots. You could do a line if you're using glue stick, or you can add a little bit of tape right here to the inside edge. I'm going to fold it over so it pops up like it's a big old tunnel. And I'm just going to kind of stick my hand inside from the bottom and hold that tab until my glue sticks. And once my glue is stuck down and dry, I look at it and it looks, you can kind of see down and out, it looks like I have this mug and it's popping off of my background. So I have this little thing that pops right off of my background. And then the next thing I'm going to do on there adding is I'm going to take my marker, and this is why I need a marker, because I need it to show up, and I'm going to add the handle to my mug right over here. So I'm going to come to the side and I'm going to draw a big C shape that comes around and sticks to it, and then I'm going to do it again. I'm going to draw it a little smaller on the inside there, and then I'm going to go in and color in my handle. So I have my handle all colored in there. You could even, if you wanted to, draw little swirls like there's steam coming out of the top of your mug, or you could draw little marshmallows look like they're sticking out. But that's it. We now have our 3-dimensional, look, oh, I wish there was a hot cocoa in there, but our 3-dimensional hot cocoa cup sitting on its plate. I hope you guys had fun. I love this project, and just let me know if you guys have any questions or need some help with it. Bye guys, have fun.